what do you think your conversation with Nip would have been if you had ran into him in 2019?
I would probably say, hey, we need to do a part 2 interview.
Right.
It's been 10 years since our first interview, Nip. And he probably would have said, all right, I got you. We'll get that in. We'll get that in. Just call my people up. We'll get that in. We're gonna make that happen on Hood. We'll make that happen.
But do you think there would have been any bad feelings? Like, since I don't know, I guess it's been a while since y'all talked.
I don't think there would have been nothing. I mean, our last conversation was a little confrontational, but he probably wouldn't even have remembered it. And he's been going through so many things in his career, and it wasn't a major thing. So it's something that happens all the time between people. I don't know if I ever spoke about it on video, but yeah, we had a little argument back in, I don't know, 2011, 2012. I have to really think about what year that was. And it was in the Marathon store. And that was the last time we spoke.
Can I ask you the details of the conversation?
I don't want to get into the details because it involves naming names, and I don't want to do all that.
Okay, that's fair enough. Anything else that you want to leave the audience with before we get out of here?
Nah, I just I wish that a lot of people would just be patient and stop speculating about who did what, who was involved. There's still people think Cowboy's involved. There's no way on God's green earth that Cowboy had anything to do with this. He wouldn't be here in the courtroom testifying the way he is. It's ridiculous if you think Cowboy had anything to do with this thing whatsoever. But, I'm reading comments here and there, and there's still some, I'm going to call these people internet weirdos or social media weirdos that think that Cowboy or there's some other conspiracy involved. I don't want to take people's ability to think, because I'm all for conspiracies. I believe in conspiracies. I think that conspiracies exist all the time, but I'm not really sure if this is the place for it. I don't think this is the incident for it, but I know that our inclination is to start thinking about alternative things that may have caused this rather than looking at the simple things that may have caused it. So, I was talking with a partner of mine in the courthouse, and a well-respected brother, and he believes that this is on a whole nother level. People are involved in this, So I just would just implore people to just listen to the evidence or read about it, come to the courtroom. If anyone came to the courtroom today, they would have got in because it wasn't overcrowded.
Right.
You would have got in and you would have got a seat.
One more thing before I let you go. Are you would you be surprised, or how would you feel if none of anybody showed up from Nipsey's family or personal friends? Would it shock you?
I would be a little surprised because in most homicide cases, the family of the victim is usually in the audience. And I can't really say because I don't know everybody that's in his family. There might be some of his family there. But the main people that we all know, his brother, his mom, his dad, Lauren London, we haven't seen any of them, but there could easily be. I'm not saying that none of his family is there, but definitely not the familiar faces that you would expect.
Right. Do you can you understand? I mean, not understand, but can you see why? Why would you think they wouldn't show up?
Well, usually the prosecutor wants the family of the victim there because it helps. It shows the jury that this person was loved, this person had a family, this person was important. With Nip, you don't need to do that. The trial itself, already by the second day, if the jury never even heard of who Nipsey Hussle was, they know that this guy was somebody. So I don't think you really need to have the family there. for the purposes that most prosecutors want family there. Sometimes it looks bad when there's a victim that has no family in the audience, but I don't think it looks any kind of way because he was a celebrity. He was above the average rapper. So it's not every day that a celebrity on the caliber of Nipsey Hussle, there's a trial surrounding the death of someone like him. So I can understand that the family doesn't want to be there. They don't want to deal with interfacing with a bunch of internet weirdos, a bunch of conspiracy theorists, the media. They just probably want to distance themselves from all of that.
Correct. Yeah. So how long? Okay. So this is on week 1, or how long? How much more can we see? You'll give it what? How? Let's give it a date. When do you think this will be? We'll have a.
Well, I would say sometime in early July, the jury should start deliberating because there's no court on Friday. So right. They're doing this 4 days a week. And during the jury selection process, they estimated 4-week trial. Jury selection began, I believe, on June 2nd or June 3rd. So if you go 4 weeks from that date, that takes you into early July. Mm-hmm. So, and remember, there's no Friday. So it's 4-day weeks. So we can go into early July before this case wraps up and goes to the jury.
There it is, man. Any last words for the people?
Stop being internet weirdos. Stop speculating on things you don't know. Yeah. This case has been investigated so thoroughly by law enforcement and by this prosecution team that there's nothing, no rock has been unturned. So that's all I got to say.
Appreciate you, Alex. Street TV. There it is.